So, my name is Kevin Frick. I'm faculty at Johns Hopkins. I am an avid runner, as you might guess from the title. And when I sent my proposal in, it was about coming to running twice and seeing where it landed me both times. So I joined the track and field team at Upper Darby in spring of my freshman year. And despite almost not making it around the first 3-mile off-campus course I was asked to run, by the end of that season, I realized a love that I had for distance running. So 3 years, 9 seasons, and a decent personal best mile time later, I had found inward meaning, focused on my times, my varsity letter, my pins on my jacket, my ability to show I could do something other than just earn good grades. At a rival high school, there was a runner who had already found an outward meaning that would later inspire me. Steve took joy in his running and shared that with others, mostly with his very successful teammates. But at the end of each race, and he would win most of them, he would turn around and shake everybody else's hand. My high school running faded. I was 36, overweight and out of shape. So I came back to running, and for 4.5 years, it was about my fitness and weight, my distances and times, until the summer of 2010, when an outward-focused transformation began. That doesn't mean I don't still care about my accomplishments. Since meeting Shannon when I ran Boston 2013, she's helped to prepare me physically for my fastest marathon and an upcoming 55-mile race. The transformation, though, began with Jerry's passing. Jerry was a loving dad who followed his dreams. And before he passed, he asked for and received from a friend 5 smooth stones from Israel, like David preparing for his battle against Goliath. Jerry's battle, though, was against cancer. It was an inspirational story, and I asked myself, what would 5 stones mean to me? So I got stones with the first letters of perseverance, strength, ambition, and focus, and the word love. My battle. Make these my meaning for running, not just my times. So the evolving meaning eventually inspired a haiku. Running is fitness and meaning through faith, friendship, giving, mentoring. Much better than the more mundane before the transformation, running is fitness and meaning through faster times, longer distances. Faith and running connected with my first marathon. I was assigned to wear number 1313, and rather than seeing it as double bad luck, a cousin said, link it to a Bible verse. So 1 Corinthians 13:13 reads, faith, hope, and love, so remain these 3, and the greatest of these is love. For friendship, I've run many long runs with Jocelyn since 2011, kind of like a running sister, sometimes chatty, other times quiet, sharing the ups and downs of life, like the hills of the terrain that we cover. Running and giving also came together with my first marathon in 2010. I raised money for the American Cancer Society following Jerry's passing, honoring the legacy of his love for so many others and my love for many who had been touched by cancer. And I've also given time, talent, and treasure to back on my feet. I gave away my shoes that I wore the Boston 2013 marathon as sportsmanship awards for boys and girls cross-country teams where I grew up, recognizing that sportsmanship implies caring about others, which is so different than the self-centered terrorism. I'd already mentioned Back on My Feet once, so it's an organization that uses running to bring people together to promote the gifts of confidence and trust, and has given me the opportunity for mentoring with people like Jackie. She's the local leader of the organization. She was a student of mine at Hopkins. She shares the vision of the 5 smooth stones. And in my fastest marathon, she was like a running guardian angel, lifting my spirit and staying with me for the last 4 miles. And Lauren, with whom I've run at least once a week, most weeks since 2012. We talk about everything from family to sports, from food to career, and we've shared an unplanned, informal, ever-evolving, bi-directional mentoring, and an unconditional closeness, kind of like family. We participated in a couple Father's Day races as running father and running daughter. We share encouraging texts and baked goods prepared with joy. She's invited me to share some markers of her success, and I've taken pride and joy in her. But not every outward-focused meaning of running is one-on-one. My friend Sandy is a fellow seeker of meaning, and we both write and release things out to anyone who wants to read them, and to take inspiration from stories of running and effort told from the soul. One story from my soul was a story of Saint Sebastian, the patron saint of athletes, being rescued by Irene, representing the many strong women in my life, including my wife Sherry, my mom and sister, the many runners I've mentioned today, and others. Except instead of 3rd century Rome, it's set in 1930s Baltimore, representing the timelessness of saintly lives, and where my more mature meaning of running came to fruition. So that's my reality, my transformation of running from a very inward-focused, self-centric activity to an outward-focused, joy-generating, joy-radiating, others-encouraging activity that makes me a better person for my family and a brighter light in the world. Thank you.